Bonjour and welcome to another video. I am back from the mountain, as you can see. You still should get a little bit of footage because I took a lot and I still have some to share. And soon I should be back to business, and by that I mean I should be back to studio vlogs, and I have some projects, as you know, that I need to develop, and some more like comics, but more on that another time. As you might have seen, I've been hiking a lot during the summer, and I've been painting every time on location because I really love painting on location. You learn a lot, especially this year. I think I improved a lot on atmospheric perspective, and mountains are so great for that because you can see very far away and feel the atmospheric perspective. So the footage I'm showing you right now is taken from a 3-day hike that I did with my family again. We went to Neuville National Reserve. My first video of the summer was in this reserve, and this time we spent 3 days. We hiked through 3 valleys and it was quite magical. The view was amazing. Once again, we stopped next to lakes, which is my favorite part. I really love lakes. And to paint the lakes, of course, I took art supplies, really minimalist art supplies that I'm going to show you very soon. So we went for 3 days. It means that you have to carry your food, your sleeping bag, your tent, some clothes change, and a lot of things. In the end, everyone had a bag around 16 or 15 kilograms. So it's quite heavy, and honestly the painting supplies come last in the order of priority, but I still managed to take some, and I always take a little. So I really took the minimum I could carry. So what do I have? What did I do? I have little bits of water like this. I have 2, and I have plastic ones, but I couldn't find it right now. But I usually take these kind of things for water, and it's just perfect. I have my palette of homemade paints. As you might know, I just leave a little tissue like this inside. It never goes away. And I think I'm missing some paints because I've finished some of my half pans. You can see this one is running really low, and this one as well. And the blue here also is running very low, so I think I'm gonna do some more very soon. And of course I will share with you, and I will probably also put my leftover on my Etsy shop because I know a lot of people really enjoyed the first time I sold my homemade paints. Well, anyway, I'll do a separate video on this. So this is the only paint I take, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So I have the gold one, which is this one, and the cloudy gray, this one. These 2 I hardly use it, honestly. I don't find much use for them. Also the cloudy gray is very beautiful. So garden green is this one. It's the last one I created, and I basically did everything with it this summer. It was just the perfect color for the greens around me. We have magical night blue, which is also one of the color I use the most. It's the color I use for all my shadows. It's a very beautiful dark blue, and it does wonders in shadows. I have the lagoon blue that I couldn't sell last time in my Etsy shop, and I know people have really been asking for it. And I think I will do a big batch of it next time. So lagoon blue, I use it a lot as well. One of my main colors for many things, not only for outdoor painting but also for my illustration. It's a color I use a lot. It's this one, you see I'm out of it. So where do I use it? I use it for the sky, for the light blue, also to have different shades in my greens. Yellow curry it's a new one. It's this one here. It's a new one that also wasn't on the shop, but I think I'm gonna do some. It's some kind of yellow ochre, and it's quite perfect to add some warmth and for sun. So I have moss green that I'm out of. It's this one, and I really love it, and I need to do some more next time. So dark hair, Darker is very nice, but it's quite difficult to use it. I'll show you maybe one painting where I used it. It does really nice gradation effect. I don't know if you can see. So it's really good. Then we have red lips, which is my only red. Amazing. And once again, I don't have any more, so I will need to do some more of it. And we have this light hazel, which is this one here. So this one here, which I've really grown into in the last painting I did. It's you can really get nice colors, warm colors with it, so I've really grown into it. I'm really happy about using it. It's really nice. I don't have anything on the yellow here, but it's a nice yellow, but I need to improve its recipe as well. I'm really happy about the colors I have in my homemade palette. I managed to do every landscape I want. It's really perfect. If you want to know how I do my homemade paints, I already have one video that I will link around, and I'm probably gonna do some more things and need to do more paints. Next I have these two pencils. I have here red Col Eras, which is some kind of colored pencil that you can erase, but I don't bring an eraser with me when I go on travels because I don't need it. And I have this graphite nib in this pencil, which I take, and I use them quite randomly. I like the red because you can almost not see the lines when you use it. So paintbrushes, I have the three of them here. I'm gonna take these three. I'm gonna start with the one I use first when painting. It is this one. I kinda treated myself with this one recently, just before summer, because I had no travel paintbrush, and I really often keep my paintbrush with me, and it tends to see this one. I always have it with me. I don't know if you can see, but it's also really old, and it's getting old. So I'm thinking maybe buying a travel paintbrush, and just started with this one. So this one is a Leonard paintbrush. I don't know if you can see here, Leonard paintbrush, and it's really nice. I'll show you some footage of me using it. It's really perfect to start painting because it's heavy and flat. I love flat brushes because I like I like angles when I paint. I love to have really clean cut angles, and I don't like things too smooth. So that's why I really love it. And you can just put it back like this, being very careful not to make it bad. It's gonna be okay. Okay. So really nice paintbrush. Then I have this one, this flat biseauted hanger brush here, like this, and it's really perfect. And I think it's the next one I'm gonna buy because I really like the angle, because you can use the flat part, but you can also use just the point and make some details. And I really like how versatile this paintbrush is. So I'm gonna try to find another one, and I'm so sorry because this one I doesn't have the brand. It's all disappeared with. I've had it for almost 8 years, I think. Its time has come. And next I have this Winsor & Newton Finest Sable brush. It's my smallest brush. It is the latest addition to my minimalist set, because lately I've been wanting to add more details into my painting, and this paintbrush can do it. So also, as a little tips, if you like, I use straws that I cut on this paintbrush, and it just protects the point perfectly and really cheaply. So here it is. I hope you can see it well. So I really recommend this paintbrush. I use it all the time, really all the time, for all the detailing, even with gouache. So it's a very nice paintbrush. And lastly, my watercolor sketchbook, which is also homemade. You can see I've put my lino cut with whales on it. I don't know if you remember, it was I'll put a link to the video, but I've done a lino cut of a whale with a girl over it on a boat some years ago, so I've used it to make the cover of my sketchbook. And also in the previous video I showed what's inside the sketchbook, everything. So I'm just gonna show you what I did during the hike. This time, this painting and these two paintings. So the paper on this sketchbook is Monval paper. It's 300 gram. It's very, very nice. I really like the texture you can get with this paper. It's not too much, but you still get some really, really nice effects. So yeah, that's what I use. I have this, my pen brush and pencils, watercolor and water, and you know what, we're gonna weigh this to see how much is it in the bag. I think it's not gonna be too much. Okay, let's see. 50 grams. It's okay, right? 50 grams, it's not too much. It's enough for me to do paintings, so it's all good. See, I was able to do this with only that supply, so I think I'm quite happy about it. It's one of my favorite paintings of the summer, honestly. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this little video showing my supplies. Maybe I'll do another video showing you all the supplies I use when I paint, because for illustration I use a little bit more because I'm still missing a few colors. If you go outdoor painting, tell me what supplies do you use, because I'm really curious, especially paintbrush, because I need to change this one. So thank you for watching. Talk to your friends that like hiking and outdoors about this video series. If you like my art and what I do, please comment, share, like, and go in my Instagram to see the final paintings as always. Thank you so much. Bye bye.